Hi there, this is a quick video with a few tips and instructions on what to do after having a root canal treatment. Now, root canal is a very delicate, very complex procedure, and there's a few things you should be aware of for the first few days after having the root canal. Now, most of the times when we treat a root canal, we have to go through a series of steps, and often these are done over the course of several visits. So it could be 2 or 3, even 4 visits at a time. So it depends on difficulty or the complexity of your particular tooth. No one tooth is the same way we're all different ourselves. So one thing you should expect is that the area of the tooth, so all around the tooth, the gums, the tooth itself, everything will be a little bit tender. So it could be anywhere from mild discomfort when you tap your teeth together to a bit of a throbbing ache. Now, if we are particularly concerned about your tooth, we may have to give you some antibiotics, sometimes some strong painkillers or anti-inflammatories as well. And of course, make sure that you're taking the medication as prescribed, if prescribed correctly. Now, it's best to avoid very hard, chewy or crunchy types of food on the particular tooth that we are treating. And that's because the root canal, while we're doing that root canal over the course of those 2 or 3 or 4 visits, the tooth is hollow inside, so it is a little bit weakened. Sometimes we have the opportunity to put a strong metal band around the tooth, reinforce it, but most of the times all that you've got is a little temporary filling, and inside the tooth it's all empty and hollow and filled with this special medication that we use to try and numb the tooth down and disinfect it properly. So be aware of that. Be careful what you eat, particularly if it's a front tooth. Don't bite on any hard things, don't open any packets with your teeth, any of these crazy things people do. Just be mindful, be careful what you do, and that will keep you out of trouble. Now, sometimes when you have a root canal, simple facts that we're going inside the tooth and we're trying to remove that infection can lead to a flare-up. Now, it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes we'll find that the tooth starts to get really tender, and you notice a little bit of swelling around the tip of the tooth, so usually deep on the gum line. Now, very rarely this becomes an issue that we actually have to treat, but be mindful, be aware that if it looks a bit swollen, if it's not going down after a day or 2, you should probably let us know and we'll advise you on which way to go. So if you have any questions, if there's anything at all you're not too sure about, please make sure you give us a call, send us an email, and be very happy to help. Thank you, see you next time.